Okay, welcome back everybody, hope you're doing well. Today is a pretty sad day, alright? Nintendo's disappointed me once again. If you can't tell by the gameplay, I do like Nintendo, obviously. I like a lot of the stuff they produce. But yeah, dude, they have this way of creating games that people absolutely love, alright? I can't help but like them. But recently, they've had so many controversies that it's just sad to say and sad to look at. It really looks like they're out of touch and really don't understand how the internet operates at all. They're making their entire community turn against them and making everybody just furious, dude, using legal mumbo-jumbo to silence anyone that stands in their way. And you know what's really ironic? The number one thing standing in the way of Nintendo's absolute, galaxy-level progress is Nintendo themselves. So recently, Nintendo canceled a Splatoon event because players used names that supported Melee, right? Now, if you're wondering what exactly they were supporting, it was another controversy they had. Pretty much, because of the pandemic, right? Physical gaming tournaments have been canceled, right? Because people can't actually meet together and play the game face-to-face, but people still love these games and they still want to play them. So, one dude, he took like 6 months out of his life, I don't know, he took a break from, job or school or something like that, and he created an online platform where people could play Melee, right? Nintendo was like, no, you're taking my sales for a 20-year-old game that brings them definitely no revenue today. So pretty much they sent a cease and desist, and obviously Nintendo's in the wrong here, even legally, because they're allowed to create like this mod to play this stuff online, but nobody can fight against a giant company like this in a lawsuit because we just don't have the funds, right? So instead what people did was they peacefully protested, right? They made like Twitter hashtags and they said hashtag free Melee, right? Now obviously Nintendo didn't listen to the protest at all and they just kind of ignored it, but the protest continued in one of Nintendo's tournaments, right? They're having a Splatoon tournament and some of the players' names were free Melee. So after seeing this, what did Nintendo do? They canceled the entire event. They abruptly ended the stream. And I just can't comprehend what the point of that was because like, what? You're literally never gonna host another tournament again because what if some random player changes their name to Free Melee, right? Like, imagine just a Pokemon tournament and one of the kids just changes their name to Free Melee. Cancel the entire tournament. Like, can you just take criticism for once in your life? It's like they're YouTubers, dude. They just don't understand. I can't express how heartbreaking it is just seeing something we really want to love, but just seeing them act awfully and cruelly. Now, I don't want to blame the entirety of Nintendo. I don't know if it was like Nintendo Japan or Nintendo anywhere else, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo America is being stupid as hell. Nintendo cancels Splatoon 2 NA open stream after teams use hashtag free Melee names in support of Super Smash Bros. Melee community. The company cited unexpected executional challenges as the reasoning. Are you kidding me? Unexpected executional challenges? They're talking like a lightning bolt hit the building, dude. Nintendo canceled the live stream for its Splatoon 2 North America open event today after over 30% of the competing teams had names showing support for the Melee community. This support for the Melee community is in response to Nintendo shutting down the Big House, one of the largest yearly tournaments for Super Smash Bros. Due to the organizers planning to run the Melee event using a community-developed mod that allowed the game to be played online. After Nintendo made that decision, multiple other communities, including some revolving around Nintendo titles, spoke out in support of Melee and the Smash community. Whether that support came in the form of sharing stories about how Nintendo has messed with the competitive scene for ARMS and Splatoon over the years, or simply spreading the word, there was a large push from non-Smash players that helped raise awareness about the situation. The Splatoon 2 competitive community continued to show massive support for the Melee scene, with several teams using names like Meleetation, Element Free Melee, and simply Free Melee. Nintendo then canceled the livestream for the event, citing unexpected executional challenges as the reasoning. To be clear, this is Nintendo's call and not any of the TOs or broadcasters they've enlisted for the weekend. This is damage control and an outright spit in the face of all of their dedicated competitive scenes. But we aren't surprised, lol. Nintendo hates you. Now, I know what you're thinking. You might be asking, how is Nintendo surviving when everybody hates them and they're making these terrible decisions? Well, Nintendo has created some of the greatest things to ever exist, whether we like it or not, and some of the biggest things ever, like Pokemon. And if you're not up to date with what's going on, you may be like, oh, yeah, I love Nintendo. They made Pokemon Fire Red, right? Now, there's also these complete loony fanboys who don't see anything wrong with what they do. They're just like, I love Nintendo, and they can do nothing wrong. So pretty much what I'm guessing is that it's this pre-built reputation over the last 20 years, and these loony fanboys that are keeping them alive, right? And eventually, as time goes on, that will fade, right? And they will be left with nothing. So I really do hope they start growing a brain cell and start listening to their communities, because eventually everybody's gonna get frustrated and just start leaving, right? The year is 20XX. Every official stream online has 0 views because grassroots organizations have usurped all esports teams. I don't know if that's how you say that. Seized, okay? Seized all esports streams. Nintendo is destitute and broke, and their only source of income is through taxing sold copies of Melee, CRTs, and GameCubes. Society has evolved to the point that with the cybernetic implant, you can connect directly to netplay and shine on your opponent while broadcasting free of a DMCA complaint and a CND letter from Nintendo. Doug Bowser is the last living human without an implant and is found cold and naked, wondering why everyone is constantly talking about wave dashes. Hashtag free Melee. It is unclear how Nintendo will react moving forward, considering players within any Smash Ultimate online event, ARMS tournaments, or even playing in a Pokemon competition could easily change their tag or nickname to show support for Melee. I mean, I can predict what's gonna happen. They're just gonna be like, if you use this name or anything relating to Melee, you're gonna get banned because accepting you're wrong or anything, impossible. I really do feel like this sense of emptiness inside me. I really don't know. It's just kind of sad. You guys remember when you first found out that J.K. Rowling was a loony? Like, remember how much you love Harry Potter and you're like, oh, I'm so excited to meet J.K. Rowling, and then you see her tweets and you realize that she's literally dumb. It's really frustrating seeing the creators of something absolutely fantastic just be awful and just act completely awful, and just it leaves such a bitter taste in my mouth. It genuinely just frustrates me. Anyways, I can't even speak anymore. I don't think this video needs to be that long. Nintendo, man, stop being stupid. Anyways, smash like, subscribe so that people actually see this video. Maybe some dude at Nintendo watches this and changes his mind. He has like this epic epiphany, and I'm just like, yay, I changed his mind. That's never gonna happen, but you know, I can dream. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.